It's the truth, even the future, you know.
I can't just move how I want to. I'm not just going to be moving around here knowing that there's paperwork that needs to be signed. Let's be very, very clear. Very clear. I am not holding nobody.
That's the sushi bomb.
Listen, I am not holding anybody. I'm not that girl. I'm not. I'm not the girl that's going to hang on to somebody that doesn't want to be held on to. I'm not the girl that's going to wait while you trying to finish whatever you doing. But that ain't me.
Well, I mean, is she talking about Papoose or is she talking about Easy to Block Captain? Because again, if you wanted to leave so bad, why didn't you? Nothing was holding you back, feminist, self-proclaimed feminist. Nothing was holding you back. Why didn't you leave?
That would never be me. I'm out. I'm out. I've told Papoose. I told them, why don't you tell this stuff? Why don't you tell your current come up? Because that's what it is. Tell your current come up. Don't say nothing about me. Maybe not even say nothing about you until shit is what it is. I'm in here on my TVs. You know, me and my daughter, we have the same name. She looks at everything. I'm in here putting certain things in so that when she's scrolling through YouTube, certain things don't come up, and I gotta try to explain to her. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing anything extra. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not trying to prove to nobody who I'm with or what I'm doing, because that's not what I do. That's not what I do. Like, nobody shouldn't have any ill will towards me because I ain't do nothing to nobody. Nobody in the whole situation should have any ill will towards me. Nobody. I mean, you're just mad. You're punching the air. That my air. I've never breathed so freely in my life. Okay. I couldn't take it anymore. I said, "Hey, this ain't what it is. We can't keep doing this." We talking about people being truthful. Truthful? The truth, you will probably literally, like, people will cry if they knew the truth. Like, literally cry. Like, cry. I look at it now and I feel sorry for old girl. Like, I feel sorry for her. Because I know the circles that's being ran and wrapped around over there. Like, I would cry. I feel bad. Stop calling me. Hello.
Tell us the owl.
Oh, I'm on live. I thought you was calling me to tell me to get off live. No, I know. But I don't care what people think. Can't nobody with a revolving door on a coochie tell me I'm for the streets. I've been with the same man. I was with the same man for almost 20 years. Can't nobody tell me I'm for the street and make me feel some type of way? Are you crazy? Can't nobody tell me, oh, you fumbled it. It's so funny watching people like, you had a good husband. He's only had one wife. The only person that can tell y'all if he's a good husband or not. And when he was, I told y'all that. I told y'all. When she was cool, when she was all right, when it was what I thought it was, I kept it a being. When it's not, when it wasn't, I ain't say nothing. I dealt with it. I I ain't never met a bitch. I've been waiting for somebody to just use a little bit of common sense. I ain't never met a female who has a perfect dude that takes care of her, helps her financially, emotionally, physically, is there for you, treats you like this wonderful thing, right? And you just say, you know what? I don't care. Fuck this whole shit. Who does that? Nobody.
If you don't sit down somewhere, Remy, you got Remy Ma out here playing a victim with her whole situation with Papoose and Easy the Block Captain, the bootleg Papoose. Now that Easy the Block Captain has allegedly kicked Remy to the curb, you done mess your whole family up behind a nigga. Now you wanna play a victim when it comes to the situation. Remy Ma done got in her feelings after seeing Claressa Shields on the Breakfast Club. Claressa Shields went on the Breakfast Club. They asked her some things. You know, she answered it. You know what I'm saying? Claressa Shields being the blogs now and, you know, doing her little thing, her and Papoose. They doing a little thing. While Remy Ma sit over there butthurt and want to come to the internet to disparage Papoose. Wants to come to the internet to change the narrative about Papoose, right? She wants people to look at Papoose as a bad guy. Not the nigga that held her down when she was doing all that time upstate. Not the nigga that we ain't hear nothing about. Him cheating on Remy, him having a new joint while Remy was doing time, him whipping on Remy, him being mean to Remy. We ain't hear none of this, right? Remy did a time. Pap married her when she got that time. How many niggas you know gonna wait on a bitch for years and marry her, right? So Pap did all that. Remy got out. They did the love and hip hop thing. We ain't hear nothing there. Pap wasn't this bad guy because you let Remy tell it. Ooh, if I tell y'all the real Pap, y'all cry. First of all, it ain't that serious. Second of all, then go ahead and tell it. Your ass ain't had no problem telling it. The time where he was talking to Claressa Shields. Think about this, right? The nigga waited on Remy. Remy came home. We ain't hear too much about them. They were a lot of people's favorite celebrity couple, including me. I was like, hey, man, you know I rock with Remy, right? I'm not gonna take away anything from Remy's skills as an MC. I believe Remy's a great rapper. She's one of the greatest female rappers to have graced the mic as far as lyrically. Her career got thrown off after she caught that charge. But before that, Remy was the hottest female in the game. People forget Remy had dropped the album before she got locked up and went platinum, right? Then Remy ended up shooting her friend. This is Miss, I'm a self-proclaimed feminist. Miss, I'm all about the ladies and it's a sisterhood and girl, we gotta be here for each other. But she shoot a bitch in the foot though, right? But Remy crashed out that time and basically hindered her career and could never, you know, get back to where she was, right? Even though when she got out, they had the little hit song, the All the Way Up joint, her and Fat Joe, but she could never get back to her solo career where she was, you know, at the top. But she was on Love and Hip Hop. They was doing their thing. You know, they had the little back and forth, but it was nothing serious. Everybody still rocked with Remy and Pap. Then you had this situation going on where people was talking about, man, Remy out here creeping. Who is this nigga Easy the Block Captain? Remy had a battle rap league. I keep telling brothers, man, when you got women who work in fields with a bunch of men, a lot of times these joints be cheating. A lot of times men and women get to, messing with each other when they work in these fields, right? Just like the medical field. It's alleged a lot of them nurses be cheating with them doctors. Hey, I'm just telling you what they saying. You know what I'm saying? The judicial field, a lot of them clerks and female attorneys, they be getting down with the male attorneys. A lot of these female cops be getting down with the male cops. We already know about that thought cop story. Becky done smashed the whole department. Becky done smashed the whole department and then sued the department because she got fired for fucking the whole department and won and got $500,000. That Becky, right? But we already know that's how it is, right? So when you got a battle league and you're basically, it's your battle league, but the battle league is filled with men, right? And I believe at the time, the best battle rapper in the battle league was Easy the Block Captain, right? He was one of the best. And I guess Remy was supposedly managing him. You know what I'm saying? Next thing you know, this is how this whole situation came to light. Boom. Pap done got at Easy the Block Captain, right? Done whooped him. Somebody who was close to the situation was like, man, look, Pap put them things on him, hit him with that 1-2, man. You know what I'm saying? 2-piece and a biscuit, right? And it was like, man, Pap ain't like how he was playing Remy. Pap basically seeing what was going on. Like, man, this man, nigga playing your joint real close. Never let a nigga play your joint real close, right? So then you started seeing Remy in interviews with this nigga. They going everywhere together. They at the Eagles game, backstage or back in the locker room or whatever you want to call it together. They on dates together. People like, ho. Something ain't right over here, man. Where Remy on, right? I was one of those people who spoke on that, one of the first to started diving into that, man. I was like, man, look, man, I believe this shit is looking shady, especially when you add Pap putting his hands on Cuz, right? But at the time, it was just rumors. You had people, especially these queens, y'all always starting stuff. Remy ain't doing nothing. Why you out here gossiping? She ain't doing nothing. Yeah, alright, that shit ain't looking right. You a married woman. Why you running around with this man? And if you ain't doing nothing with this man, common sense would say, you know what? There's way too many rumors on the internet about me and this man doing something. So out of respect for my husband, man, look, I can't even manage you no more. I ain't even about to be doing this because it just doesn't look right. I'm out in public with you. We here, we there. It's looking like we a couple. It's looking like we on a date, which was the case the whole time, right? Because they great at capping. But see, Papoose being the guy that he is, Pap never came out and called out Remy Ma. He never came out and said, man, Remy out here cheating on me. Even to this day, damn near he ain't say shit. He ain't come out and say, man, Remy running around with this bootleg me and shit, man. Man, Remy, you know you foul, man. I'm out here holding you down for 6 years while you do your time and shit, man. I'm out here going up the road back and forth, jail visits, and this how you gonna repay me? He ain't never said none of that. Matter of fact, Papoose was so quiet, some people didn't even really know it was true, even while seeing the evidence. Seeing Remy Ma on dates with this nigga. Seeing Remy Ma at the games with this nigga. Well, at the Philly game with this nigga. Seeing Remy Ma in interviews with this nigga. Niggas in the battle rap league, cause I mean, they'll know, niggas be knowing, right? You even had niggas in the battle rap league bringing it up. Then you even had Papoose, Easy the Block Captain being slick with it, talking about if a nigga swung on me and ain't do nothing, and I ain't do nothing, it's probably because I love her or some shit like that, right? You know, you niggas always rapping. Him and Remy just being there just rapping and shit. But you had that going on where Papoose really wasn't speaking on the situation, and Remy, I believe, took advantage of that because it was literally like an 18 months to 2 year span of it being rumors, but people were like, niggas like me, I'm sharp. I'm like, nah, that shit ain't right. Shorty fucking with cuz. But you had these queens defending it. And then you have the nigga Easy the Block Captain coming out on video straight up like, yeah, I hit the joint, woo woo. Then you had battle rappers basically bringing it up like, then slowly but surely, even some of the queens started turning on Remy. They really turned on Remy because like I said, while all this is going on, we ain't hearing nothing from Remy and Papoose. She quiet as the church mouse. Bitch, quiet as the church mouse. Ain't had shit to say. This just tells you the character of Remy and the character of Papoose. When this was going down, Pap wasn't coming out blasting Remy, going on different podcasts, going on interviews. That nigga wasn't saying nothing about the situation. It was almost looking like she wasn't cheating because he was still basically like dealing with her and like acting like everything was good. They're at Christmas parties and shit like that, right? Then next thing you know, Remy was the one coming out awesome, like trying to expose Pap. Y'all, he out here talking to Claressa Shields and stuff. He was on the phone with her. And he fell asleep on the phone like they still in middle school. He ain't never fall asleep on the phone with me. He over there falling asleep on the phone with her. Remy came out trying to expose Papoose. That's when people like, whoa, Remy, whoa. Try again, motherfucker. Try again. You just gonna act like your ass ain't been in the blogs for damn near 2 years for cheating on this nigga with the low budget Papoose. You just gonna act like this ain't been happening. You just gonna act like Papoose ain't already whipped this nigga. You just gonna act like we ain't seen you at dinner with this nigga. You just gonna act like you just gonna act like we ain't seen y'all. Look, you literally have videos where Easy the Block Captain, they at the little battle rap league, Easy the Block Captain see Remy, you know, he really look like to go kiss Remy. Remy point like this at the camera. He turn around, look at the joint. Little slick shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Pep ain't say shit. Then all of a sudden you got Remy over here calling out Papoose with this Claressa Shields situation. People like, man, look, Pap, man, look, man, hey, man, look, do you, boy. I'm usually not okay with people dating married people, but hey, do you, girl? It's almost the same thing we see with Cardi B, right? When you a nigga like Offset doing what the fuck you was doing, cheating on this woman how you was cheating on her, ain't nobody trying to hear your sad story about what she doing, nigga. Boy, you don't sit down somewhere. This woman will give you 20 damn chances. You see, she already let the nigga Stephon Diggs slide. Look, you allowed to cheat on Cardi B at least 8-9 times for she ready fed up at you, all right? This nigga Offset took advantage, nigga. She told you she ain't gonna let you do it for the 12th time, Offset. Cardi B said, Look, so when she got with Stephon Diggs, little side bitch, come out, showed the receipts and everything. What Cardi do? Cardi said, shit, I hit first time cheating. I don't know what y'all talking about. Cardi be right back at the next game with Stephon. Look, that's one. Imagine being with a bitch that you get 9 times to cheat, okay, nigga? You know what I'm saying? And still fuck that up. But you had people basically not taking Remy's side. Like, Remy, man, boy, you don't don't get out here. Even some of the sisters like, man, Remy, go that way. Go that way, Remy. Go that way. Over here trying to expose this man when you're the one doing what you was doing what you was doing. Just like we see now, over here trying to play victim, talking about, I'm free. Oh, if I feel sorry for her. Your ass wasn't saying that on Love and Hip Hop. Your ass wasn't saying that when you was doing 6 years and that man was coming to visit you. Your ass wasn't saying that when that man was holding down the kids, holding down the home, wasn't in the blogs for messing around with no bitches, no none of that. You wasn't saying you needed to be free. When you was locked down doing time, that nigga was the one over there. How many times did Fat Joe come visit you? Now all of a sudden you done cheated on this man. Now, man, y'all, it was so bad. These hoes are always talking about the relationship was bad after they went out and did some shit and they ain't together with the person no more. It was so bad I ain't leave. If it was so bad, why didn't you leave Papoose? Why ain't you leave Papoose? It was so bad. Your ass wasn't saying when everybody was like, that's my favorite couple. That's couple goals. You know how these hoes who ain't never gonna get a man be? Whenever you look at celebrities as couple goals, they already say, yo ass, you ain't never gonna get no man the way you moving. Yeah, you gotta look to somebody else as a couple goal. You gotta get your shit together. How about you just go and do you and find you somebody and just, appreciate their relationship and be like, look, I like them as a couple. But couple goals, face ass bitches. You don't ever see no grown ass man talking about them couple goals. But she wasn't saying all this. She wasn't saying all this when people was commenting on them together, telling them how good they look together, telling them how they're their favorite couple. She ain't say, y'all don't know what's going on behind the scene. Y'all don't know what's going on behind the scene. If I tell y'all, y'all gonna cry. I feel sorry for whoever did with him next. Now, all of a sudden, you feel sorry for Claressa Shields. Boy, they look happy as a motherfucker. Have you seen Claressa Shields and Pat? Pat look happier than ever. You and your relationship already done. Pap and them still going steady. Claressa Shields all smiles. She in the blogs now. She going live, getting a whole lot of people watching. Because, Claressa Shields was always famous, but she wasn't this famous when it comes to black folks because she was just in a different segment as far as boxing, athletic, Not too many people was paying attention to Claressa Shields. I believe her dating Papoose has put a bigger spotlight on her to where, like, she's in the blogs, neighborhood talk. She got more Instagram followers now. More people tune in when she goes live. She's going on these different shows, the Breakfast Club and shit like that. Was Claressa Shields on the Breakfast Club before she was dealing with Pap? I don't think so. Y'all can correct me if I'm wrong. Now Claressa Shields in the mix. Look, she's shining. She woo-woo. She getting on there. They asking her about Pap. They might ask her about woo-woo. Now here come Remy. Here come the bitter baby mama, the better ex-wife. And I'm just saying, don't bring me up. I feel sorry for her. I feel sorry for her. You know how them bitches be talking like men out in New York. Hey, son. Hey, son, are you stupid? Are you dumb, son? You know what I'm saying? But getting online trying to make this man out to be a bad person just because you fucked up the situation you had going on with him. We ain't hear none of that on Love and Hip Hop. You can't now come around talking about how bad of a man he was when you was the one that stepped out in the relationship, man. That D hoes for you, man. No matter what happens with them, it ain't never their fault. If a woman cheats on a man, he must have did something to make her cheat. He must have had her not happy. He must have did something. If a man cheat, he a dog. These niggas be cheating. Boy, if y'all don't stop, I'm out.